introduction, I will be talking about Karl Marx, the master of money. I will talk first about who is Karl Marx, the impact of Marx's writings, Marx in relation to other scientists, Marx's main ideas. Philosopher who was considered and still one of the most dangerous men in the world because of his radical preaching. His radical preaching focused on humanism and social justice, namely income inequality. His preaching, in fact, spread over all the world for more than a century. Was forced to leave his native country, Germany, and go to the liberal country of Britain. His writing has been of large impact since 1849, but today that man's writings are still dangerous, as they are so radical and revolutionary. These writings and preachings are continue to divide the world into socialism and capitalism. In fact, can be placed in a category with Freud and with Darwin, the three thinkers who have vastly expanded our knowledge. Marx was the first economist to describe the basic laws and mechanisms that drive our economic order. Much of these laws and mechanisms are still relevant today, as they play an important role in Chinese society and other societies. Aaron Raymond, scientist, has once said that Marx's ideas can be explained in 5 minutes, 5 hours, in 5 years, or in a half a century. In this brief introduction, where we will talk about the main four core ideas of the highly divisive German thinker. Idea of Karl Marx theory is the class struggle. In this idea, he said, the history of today's society is the result of a class struggle. These struggles rage between the ruling class or the bourgeoisie, who controls the production of economic assets and factories and agriculture, and the working class or proletarian, which is forced to sell their effort to the ruling class. This conflict between the working and the ruling class is the core of capitalism, and it will lead eventually to the destruction of social system as a result of never-ending conflicts. The second main idea is the dictatorship of working class. According to Marx, the main goal of the working class is to gain control of political power. This idea indicates that a transition will occur from capitalism to communism, where the means of production pass from private to collective ownership while the state still exists. In fact, and after the Russian Revolution, Lenin explained that this revolution is driven by the attempt of the working class to enroll capitalist Russia. The third Marx is communism. After gaining power by the working class, this class will work and act to banish the private property and then establish a classless and a stateless communist society. According to Marx, this establishment of communist society will be the driver of historical evolution of society, which occur in six stages: primitive communalism, slave society, feudalism, capitalism, socialism, and finally global stateless communism. This evolution of society was inspired by the evolution of living organisms by natural selection. Main idea of Karl Marx: internationalism. After gaining power by the working class, workers of the world will unite and create a political structure that transcends national borders. This idea has been established in the formation of the Soviet Union, Vietnam, Cuba, and the revolutionary groups such as Colombian FARC parties and the Kurdish Workers' Party. The main ideas of Marx as the whole. Marxism is a social, political, and economic philosophy. It examines the ethics of capitalism on labor, production, economic development, and aims for a radical revolution to overturn capitalism in a favor of communism. Like the evolution by natural selection, the society is the result of a struggle and competition between social class and the ruling class.